Yep, jugones, muy buenas a todos, soy Ñaku y aquí seguimos con The Technomancer. Ya volvemos a estar en Noctis, así que vamos a entregar las diferentes que tenemos por aquí. Aquí tenemos al zoólogo. Vamos a entregar aquí el topo negro.
Hey, Brad.
Zachariah, how's the hunting?
Pues bien.
Got your last specimen.
Oh my.
Creo que queda una, ¿no?
Sample of the black mole. I can't even. If you only knew the contributions you're making, the discoveries from the storm locust glands alone, groundbreaking. And I'll be sure to cite your contribution in all my papers. You've earned it.
A dream come true. Really? You have another sample you're looking
¿alguno
for?
más?
Indeed, the shield
El
toad
sapo acorazado.
supposedly resides around the mutant valley. If you could,
Valle de
I would
los
love to
mutantes, aquí
study
no hemos
its
ido todavía.
skin. Little is known about it. Mutants don't really disclose much about their city, but for a hunter like you, I'm sure capturing such a specimen shouldn't be a hassle.
I'll do my best.
500 puntitos. Vale. Pues muy bien, matar un sapo acorazado. Vamos aquí, que teníamos. ¿Qué más teníamos? Vale, la del predicador. Para las reliquias. Ah, mira, aquí tenemos a Amelia, que podemos hablar con ella. Ah, vale, y aquí teníamos el de las turbinas. Vamos a por estas. Vamos para allá. Vale, aquí tenemos al responsable de las turbinas.
I traced it back. Many people stood behind the looter, who isn't even active anymore. The Vori themselves were behind it. Don't worry.
No volverán, pero yo tengo problemas con ellos, ¿eh?
We're gonna launch a big campaign of repairs. Thank you again.
Ole, 1000 puntitos más. Reputación con Noctis y con ladrones. Qué bueno. Eso está bien. Vale, vamos a por el predicador. Vamos para allá. Vale, aquí lo tenemos, aquí delante. Vamos a ver qué podemos hacer con esto de las reliquias, porque la verdad es que me gustaría quedármelas, sinceramente.
Repent! We won't have access to the Blue Paradise so long as we are not all absolved of our
Me cae bien
sins.
este tipo.
You came here to wash your soul?
I had something else in mind. I think I found all the relics in the canyon.
Even if you were willing to give them to me out of charity, I would be ready to pay for them. We had a number of donations recently.
Rechazar la
I'm
venta.
not sure that I want to sell them. Some merchants can give me more for them, unless I decide to keep them for myself.
No! How can you? Hell no! Hell no! These objects touched by the blissful will never enter the temple. I must have faith. The shadow will make you change your mind and will lead you to a fairer decision.
Vale, 1000 puntitos. Y nos las hemos dado. Bueno, no está mal. Pues vamos a hablar con Amelia, que la tenemos ya aquí mismo. Vamos a hablar con ella. De hecho, no sé si las reliquias del predicador... No me han activado absolutamente nada, así que no sé qué podremos hacer con ellas, aparte de venderlas. Vamos a ver. Amelia, ¿qué pasa contigo? Supongo que será su misión ya, digo yo. Que la cambiaría por Phobos.
Zach, I need to talk to you without the others
Sin
around.
los otros.
Something personal.
Vale.
No problem.
It's regarding what you found in Ophir, you know? In Scott's lab, my father's mail. I've thought about it, and I figured that we should try to find the kid. Scott's son.
Don't you think Scott tried everything to
Me
find
parece
his
bien.
son? Besides, he risks reliving something he may not want to experience again.
That boy is connected to my father's disappearance, right? That's what that woman said. And look, the mutants have an almost normal life here. Scott didn't know that the city existed before. We could set up something new. What do you think? If we find out what happened to his son, we could not just bring him back here, but also find out what my dad went to do for Scott. I'm almost convinced that he was trying to bring him back his son.
Acepto, por supuesto.
All right, I'll look into it. Someone must know where to find the information regarding the new mutants.
Thank you. But I don't think Scott should know about all this for now. If something happened to his kid... Anyway, you know?
Vale. Vale, o sea, tengo que incluir a Amelia. Vale, incluimos a Amelia. Pasamos de Scott. Y la idea sería pillarme Andrew por la purificación de carisma, que creo que es lo más importante. Aunque me jode no ir con abrir cerraduras. Pero bueno, será el siguiente punto que pondré. Vale. Vale, buscar información sobre el hijo de Scott.
Talk to Phobos then. Sure, he'd know more than anyone else about that.
Good point.
¿Con Phobos? Vamos a ver.
Hello, Phobos.
Hello, Zachariah. What can I do for you?
A ver. Vale.
Scott had a son who became a mutant. I'm trying to find him. Would you know by any chance where they could have taken him?
A first-generation mutant. He must have suffered a lot, Zachariah. He would have been brutally taken away from his parents and deported very far, in another city or an outside complex. It is the protocol, probably to prevent the young mutant from running away with his family. Completely cut off from his relatives in a foreign environment, they will condition him to obey like an
lo pinta
animal.
muy bien,
I'm sorry, Phobos. That's what happened to you too.
Yes, most of the time, new mutants end their lives where they were conditioned. But in some cases, they get transferred when they are adults. It depends on their workforce needs. It was during one of those transfers that I managed to run away. If your young mutant reached the adult age, it will be very hard to find him. He could be in another center or on the run.
From what I understand, his son may be my age.
It will not be easy, but there is a way to find out at least where he was sent.
Hostia,
There are
Ophir.
archives in
Bueno, bien,
Ophir on all
tenemos
the
que ir.
citizens. You can find who was sent away as well as the location. I do not know if they keep track of the past transfers during the first deportation, but at least that is where you should start looking.
Vale. Pues para Ophir, lo que pasa que si es un tema de mutantes, casi que debería ir con Phobos en vez de Andrew. Pierdo el puntito de carisma, pero creo que no será útil. Sí, creo que sí. Vale, creo que aquí ya no tenemos nada más. Correcto, nada más. Así que ya solo nos queda pues el domo y Ophir y el del sapo. Vale, pues ¿para dónde vamos? Pues vamos para Ophir, ¿no? Venga, vamos para allá. No me sale dónde está el sapo. Vale, pues venga, Ophir.
Ophir ho!
I always feel funny seeing the city from a distance.
That's because it looks like a big old beetle with its metal shell. Wait for a sandstorm, and you'll get to see the beetle fly. Who wants to stick around for a sandstorm? No? No takers?
Ah, home sweet home, as they would say. Though I'm not sure who they. Oh, I
Sí, hombre, sí, Scott. Aunque tú no vas a
No
venir.
reason it wouldn't be, Scott.
But it's a wily one. My clinic, I swear, it once moved overnight.
Este tío está muy girado de la cabeza,
You were just stinking drunk.
I'm getting a bad taste in my mouth. I can almost smell my people's blood and sweat from here.
I've been spending my whole life sneaking in and out of this city. Getting sick of it.
As long as Vic the Dick is around, he'll be hunting for Zach, and we'll have to keep a low profile. But if it bothers you so much, I can drop you off here.
I don't want new friends.
Imagino que Víctor será la lucha
Change our
final, digo yo, ¿no?
destination.
Ophir's quite ominous from a distance, like a big black tick hanging above the canyon, sucking the life out of its citizens. Sorry, was that too
Tranquila,
dark?
Nisha. Vale. Aquí tenemos varias, ¿eh? Vale, veo que tenemos una ya por aquí. Vale, pues vamos a por esta primero. Tendremos que dar una pequeña vuelta, pero bueno, está lo mismo. Vamos para allá. ¡Hala! A pillar todos. ¡Ole! Sigamos. Vale, aquí tenemos la de la mercancía, supongo, ¿no?
Hey there, you the painter?
Yeah, that's me. Got something for me?
Pigment delivery.
You got everything I need, that's all I care about. Kinda surprised, though. Thought we'd seen the last of the deliveries from our little merchant friends, given what happened. Don't know how the hell you did it.
What are you talking about?
Hell, you don't know. Victor had a caravan stopped and every
Coño.
poor bastard in it tortured. Truth is, they ain't just rumors. Our informants never let us down before.
Vale, vale, o sea que hay que tener
You
cuidado.
better be careful, Mancer. Really careful.
Víctor va por Noctis.
Oh, one last thing. Keep the deliveries coming. And I know you want to know if I'm a painter, and those are really just pigments. Better you don't dig too deep, though. Safer for everyone.
If what she says is true, there's a good chance
Vale.
the ASC infiltrated Noctis. I'll have to find out who they are and where they're hiding.
Hostias,
We can feel
ASC
safer.
Noctis.
Fucking A, Zach. Guess your escape really pissed the asshole off, huh? He's not gonna give up and stealing my baby? Seriously, Zach, the bastard.
A lo mejor está
chased us all the
encoñado.
way to Noctis like some creepy stalker. Maybe he's in love.
Qué bueno.
I don't...
I was kidding. Don't make such a face. We just have to find those cockroaches and we'll send them back to Ophir. Even if I would like to kick
Sí, sí,
the
vamos a
fuck
hacerlos
out of there,
desaparecer.
too.
Eso sí, me gusta. Vale, ¿qué más tenemos? Vale, ahora ya que hay que subir ya, tenemos en el intercambio y barrios bajos. Casi prefiero intercambio primero. Vamos por el intercambio primero. Vamos para allá. Uno menos. Ataque contra tanque, qué bueno. Buenas. Ay, coño, que tengo otro. Ay, no daba a nadie. Vale. ¿Ya está? Vale, hombre. Ah, no, queda alguno. Puñetazo. Y ala, a cascarla. Sigamos. Vale, esto ya está aquí. Vamos a ver. Ah, aquí.
Here's his file. Nathan Seeker, April 115. Advanced symptoms of mutation were found in the child that his parents were hiding.
A la mina de
He
Eos
was immediately
Chasma.
transferred to the mine of Eos Chasma. Parents were sterilized during the procedure.
Eos Chasma. That's southeast of Ophir.
Pues habrá que ir.
There's an addendum. June 119, the mutant formerly known as Nathan Seeker was transferred upon request AA-1532.
Hostias.
The details of it
Ah,
are
es el código
classified
que suele
top
utilizar el
secret.
ejército.
AA is the code that the army usually uses. He was then moved as part of a military operation.
My father disappeared January 119, before the kid was transferred. So weird. What do you think's behind this story of a top
Joder,
secret
si lo
file?
supiera Amelia, no estaríamos
What does
aquí
the
haciendo el
army
paripé.
have to do with all this? There's gotta be more.
I don't know, but we'll no longer learn anything else here. We should leave before we get spotted.
Vale. Amelia Richard, reputación más 3. 500 puntitos. Tampoco es que sea mucho, pero bueno. Vale, pues nos queda ya... Pues Anton Rogue. Anton Rogue nos queda, madre mía. Tenemos que ir a los barrios bajos. Aquí no tenemos ya nada. Uy, aquí tenemos algo. Ah, vale, para ir hacia abajo. Y esto también. Vale. Pues venga. Vámonos. Vale, este ya está aquí arriba. Vamos a ver si no tengo que luchar ahora con estos de fuera. Me parece que no. Bueno, eso está bien. Ay, señor, la que se va a liar.
A pleasure as always, Zach Roguemancer. I hope my sarcasm wasn't too subtle for you to catch.
Siempre dice lo mismo. Vale. Los Borean Noctis.
Looks like your dreams came true. Your men finally found a way into Noctis.
And from what I heard, you went in with a little heavy hand yourself with my men, which isn't really great for our relationship. But it's fine. Live by brutality, die by brutality. Maybe I could be understanding of your methods if you could be a little more tolerant of my needs.
How's that?
I'd really love to send some men back to Noctis. Tell them to stay out of the way. Keep discreet. I don't want control in the city. I just want access to the other corporations.
Complicado,
Nothing that would step on your friends' toes. Just some healthy competition.
No me caen bien
what do you
estos.
say?
No,
Not
no me
that I
cae bien
expect
nadie.
you to say yes without a fair price. For your patience and understanding.
¿Qué hacemos? ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Los aceptamos en Noctis o no? Y ya nos peleamos ya con los Borean, toma por culo. Venga, declinamos.
If I could believe you, Anton, then maybe. But if I give you a bit, then before long, you'll want it all.
Brilliant, brilliant, Mancer. You win. Throw me and my men out. That'll clean up the damn city. There are bigger fish for you to worry about. Victor's pretty entrenched in the notorious secret city. Who knows if my men could have helped you out at some point.
Don't think I'll need them. You think you're telling me something new? Victor's men aren't exactly discreet.
Good for you for learning the ropes. Keeping your ear to the ground. About time.
Yeah, guess I'm growing up. A few things I'd still like to find out, though. Like what and how your men managed to learn what they know about the city.
I'm not one to donate information, but it's a funny story, so I'll make an exception. You see, the Prince Merchant is a smart man, but not a wise one. He forgot one important thing. The city thrives on the backs of those who lack loyalties. And mercenaries lack, among many things, loyalty to anything but the serum. Serum that is doled out quite generously by the Colonel in exchange for their undivided attention to his needs. And soon, the Zealots taking refuge in Noctis conferred their loyalties to Victor based on the concocted dreams of a free pass into heaven for their services. A parade of idiocy, from start to finish, one and all trading loyalties for their magic beans of choice. If you're looking to learn what the spies found out for the Colonel, I'm sorry to say I haven't a clue. But I do know I'd pay a tidy price to see the look on Dandolo's face right about now.
Guess we all have our little amusements. Thanks for the info.
Vaya.
I gotta go.
Then go.
Vale, pues ya no tenemos Boris en Noctis, que siempre está bien. Y ya nos queda... pues aquí nada. Informar a Dandolo. 2, la del sapo que aquí no es. Y la del domo que es fuera. Así que nos volvemos para Noctis. Vamos para allá.
Holy shit. You come all the way to Noctis and still can't get away from Victor. How the hell do you manage to make it here? I better figure out what the hell's going on. Find his spies before it's the end of us.
Claro, que los espías. Pero aquí. No, serán Noctis, ¿no? Sí. Aquí no es. Vamos para allá. bueno, pues mientras veníamos por aquí, hemos subido de nivel. Así que vamos a aprovechar para subirlo. Además toca, perfecto, toca estadística. Ya nos podemos poner el fuerza 5. Genial. Y aquí ya podemos tirar a por la otra del efecto de interrupción, que es la que quiero. Ahí está. Vale, seguimos. Coño, que se está enfadado. Que no tengo sitio aquí para moverme. Aquí. Hala, venid sus. Venid sus aquí. Vale, nos queda el grande. Vale, listo. Sigamos.
Back on the road to Noctis.
Hush up. As we close in on the city, I'll have
Estamos
to
viendo
dodge
para
a shit ton
Noctis.
of potholes made by the fuckload of traffic. So I'm gonna need absolute concentration.
Noctis is quaint, but too businessy for my taste.
Well, it is a merchant city.
Indeed, but where's the science? Where's the progress? After all, science is the one who made all this possible. I mean, it's also the reason why we're stuck here.
When we get there, we should go say hello to Dandolo. He hates it when I don't stop by to peck him on the cheek.
I still like this city. It was the first human place where my brothers could roam free.
I didn't see many of you there, though.
So many memories over there. So many bad ones. The nostalgia of spending hundreds of hours in the unloading area, filling and emptying Marcello's sand sails. Is nostalgia the right word? Because past aside, it feels like home now.
Vale. Pues no tenemos que ver a Dandolo todas, ¿no? Son... Sí. Pues vamos para allá. Vale, a ver qué nos cuenta Dandolo. Míralo. ¿Dónde está Dandolo? Ah, coño, está aquí. Qué ciego estoy.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
Vale. Hacer un informe de misión. Pues primero el contrabando.
Got your merchandise to your client, but while I was there, she told me something troubling.
What's that?
Victor apparently stopped the caravan, tortured and killed its merchants, but he didn't kill them before they told him where Noctis is. And from what she heard, your city's about to be overrun by ASC.
That doesn't quite... All the caravans sent to Ophir have already returned. Strange. Knew we couldn't
Uy, pues si
hide
todas las
forever.
caravanas han vuelto.
We could try,
Sí, qué
but...
raro, sí.
Knew the ASC snakes would slither in at some point. Thank you for the heads up. I'll be sure to send a little something to my client in thanks, too.
Gotta say, you're taking it pretty
Mira,
well.
amistoso con Noctis.
Expected more yelling, or aren't you at least curious if the ASC snakes snuck in as the merchants they killed?
Of course. And the thought crossed my mind. But for now, it's just another fire I'm trying to cope with.
Vaya.
I'll deal with it when the time comes. I need another favor, Mr. Mancer. Seems looters have taken to attacking our caravans in the canyon leading to Ophir lately. They would have likely come down to the city in order to fence their spoils. They haven't. This makes me doubt that the thieves are free agents. Perhaps they're working under someone else's
Hostia,
interests.
Lisa Mayor. Oh,
I'd like to have
otra
more
vez
than a
Ophir.
suspicion, and I'd like it to stop. Set up a counter-ambush, catch the looters red-handed, make them talk.
Got a more specific plan?
Been hatching one. You hide among the merchandise on board one of the caravans, belonging to a merchant I fully trust. When the attack hits,
Then I head back, get as rough as I need to until they tell us who's
Contraataco y reparto
who
cera.
their mole and Noctis is.
Smart man.
I'll think about it.
Vale. Pues... los Vor infiltrados.
So I went out to see if there's any Vori in the city.
Can I put my mind at ease now?
They're out. Put your worries to rest. I really doubt Anton will send any more our way.
Fantastic. That is an enormous weight off my chest, Zachariah.
Vale. Coño, 2000. No está nada mal. Y más reputación con Notis. Joder. Pues tenemos un buen porrón. Tenemos un buen porrón. Vale, aquí tenemos al del mercader. Madre mía, tenemos unas cuantas, Anda, y es secundaria. Tendré que buscar al sapo este, Secundaria y principal. Joder. La presencia de ASC y la del domo. Quizá podríamos hacer la del domo. Pero bueno, ya lo dejaremos para otro capítulo. Hemos hecho un buen porrón de misiones, así que nos vemos en el siguiente. ¡Hasta luego!